everybody, it's Miss Jo coming at you from Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. Today I'm going to be talking about why are there so many sick people? So I got this question from a very young fan who likes to watch the videos with their mom. And so I thought that I would answer that question because, so many of us have just been kind of going through emotions. We remember 2020. We remember how the pandemic began, and this is just old news for us. But there are some little people who are just coming into understanding and learning about what's happening, and so it's important to make sure that we're explaining things to them and educating them as well. All right, so basically right now we're living through something called a pandemic. And that's when there is an illness that affects a lot of people all around the world. So the illness that's all over the world right now is called COVID-19. And it's a new illness that showed up about 2 years ago. And it has done something called evolved, just like you may have heard that, like, say, chickens evolved from dinosaurs. Well, the current version of COVID-19 that we have is called Omicron, and it evolved from the original version. And there were several kind of different ones in between, but that's what we have right now. So it's fairly new. 2 years is actually pretty new for an illness. And because it's new to us, our bodies haven't developed immunity. And immunity is the ability to fight off a disease. So when your body gets sick, your immune system comes online and fights a disease. So because we don't have great immunity, it makes us very sick. And we do have a vaccine. However, because it has evolved and changed, the vaccine doesn't work as well on the current version, the Omicron, as it did on the original version. So we have a lot more people sick with Omicron right now because of those changes. So the good news is that there's many things that you can do to help protect yourself and everybody else. So you can wash your hands. That sounds pretty simple, washing your hands. And I'm going to link a little video that I heard over and over and over when I took a cruise several years ago. And it's all about washing your hands, and it's pretty catchy, and it's something we sing around here a lot when we're washing our hands. And the next thing that you can do is you can stay at home more often. So, if you don't have to go out, try to stay home, stay with your family. You have your closed little bubble in your household, and those people that you have to be connected with, because people need other people, but trying to stay physically away from as many people as we can. Not meaning we need to be socially distanced, but we need to be physically distanced. So we had a video the other day that talked a little bit about how to stay socially connected even when you're physically distanced. The next thing you can do is wear your mask. So wearing your mask when you do have to go out in public, it helps keep the virus from spreading from one uncovered mouth or nose to another uncovered mouth or nose. That's how we get sick, is we breathe in viruses through our nose and our mouth, and sometimes they can get in our eyes and things like that. But our nose and our mouth are kind of the main places where we usually pick those up from breathing. And if we touch things, the reason we wash our hands is if we touch things and then it has a virus on it, it has some of the illness on it, and then you put your hand on your face or in your mouth or into your eye, then it can spread into your face. And also if you're touching your face and you touch something else and you had the virus on you, then you're putting your virus on that thing, and that can make it spread as well. All right, so the next thing that you can do besides wearing your mask is to get vaccinated. If you're 5 years old and older, the vaccines have been approved for you. And while I said a little earlier that they don't 100% prevent you from getting the illness, that's usually not what vaccines do. It's nice if they do, but not all vaccines can do that, and especially when we have evolving or changing viruses. But what they do is they really, really prevent you from having serious illness. So it makes it instead of an illness that can make you really, really sick, it's an illness that makes you feel a little miserable, but isn't going to harm you in the long term, or is less likely to give you any long-term harm. So that's why we get vaccinated, and then we are still less likely to catch it if we're vaccinated, but the bigger problem if you're not vaccinated is that if you do catch it, you are more likely to get seriously ill. So get vaccinated. And the other thing that you can do is to be kind to yourself and everyone else. So it's important to understand that if you do get sick, or if somebody else gets sick, it's not your fault. It's not their fault. Nobody wants to get sick. Nobody wants to catch COVID-19. Nobody wants to have to deal with isolating and feeling icky. So, we have to be kind to people. And if we follow all of the ideas above, that will help you understand the virus and help you understand what you can do. Because when we focus on the things we can do to help a situation, we're more likely to be happy, and we're more likely to feel like we have something that we can do about it, and feel like we're part of the solution rather than part of a problem. All right, my friends, that's everything for today, and I will see you again. Bye.